Political analyst Eugene Tan described the retirement of Mr. Goh and Mr. Lau as the end of an era in Singapore politics. The next parliament, he points out, will be made up of a third and fourth generation MPs.
Both figures are very charismatic. Right? Many Singaporeans would easily identify with them. They led in different spheres, but in many ways, they also helped to develop Singapore to what it is today. We can't talk about a successful Singapore, without a healthy set of politics. And certainly, when you look at the Parliament today, the role that both Mr. Goh and Mr. Lau played, I think, has helped to ensure, that the government and politics of Singapore remained exceptional. And hopefully, we will see, this process of good governance, whether we're talking about the Singapore government or the opposition, continue for years to come.
Asked about what Mr. Goh's departure means for Marine Parade GRC, where he has been an MP for 44 years, Associate Professor Tan says he doesn't expect there to be a significant void. He notes that Mr. Goh had handed over the constituency's leadership to grassroots advisor Tan Chuan Jin at the last general election.
I think they would have prepared, for this transition, where there would be a need, to move, to the fourth generation leadership, including new faces, who could perhaps even be part of the fifth generation of leadership. So Mr. Goh was obviously very powerful in terms of campaigning. But I think what he has built in Marine GRC, would be something that his successors, would be able to build on.
As for Mr. Thia Khiang's retirement, he says that the timing of the announcement was carefully thought out, drawing attention and interest to the party ahead of the GE.
In many respects, the party has moved on. Mr. Lau handed over the party leadership to Mr. Pritam Singh a couple of years ago, and he has receded to the background, very much letting his younger colleagues, take the lead. And so, while it is a massive gap that Mr. Lau leaves behind, I think there shouldn't be any doubt, that people, voters in general, will know that the Workers' Party remains very much the same party that Mr. Lau led.